Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rising World. This is the Unity version, brand new version of Rising World. I'm the Radio Man 03, and it's awesome to have you along. Hello, Morris. Good morning. We're going to give it a good kick, the old tire kick here, to give it a good whirl here and see what we think. I did a little something yesterday on it just to let everybody know that it was available. You do need to go to your Steam page and install the game, and then go back to your Steam page in order to play the new version. You click the Play tab there on your Steam page, and then it offers you the old Java version or the new version. So if you click on the new version, you'll get to this screen here where you can then start the new version of the game. So we're going to go ahead and go to single player, which we're already on. Create a new world, and I'm going to go with, we're going to call it Condoria. Yesterday we had a bit of an issue at the very end with the boat bugging out. Hey, Just War, good morning. And so, Gold Dragon, hello. So what I did was we sent that report at the end of the episode, and they did get some of those. There was an update to the game released, but I don't know what it was for. If somebody has time to go in and take a look at that, that'd be great. But I did not get a chance to do that this morning to find out exactly what this patch was that they put out. We've got the world type. There's two right now. There's the default, and then there's super flat. We'll, of course, go with default. Or amounts, we've got the default, and then we've got high and very high. I'm going to go on very high and see what it's like, and we're going to do some digging today, see if we can find the ores. Ores are mostly underground now. I don't think you're going to find them, except for maybe the iron nodes above ground and on the surface of the mountains and things of that nature. I don't know that that's going to be the case anymore. Caves are enabled, although I've not discovered a cave yet or seen a cave. We'll see what happens. And then vegetation, of course, you could turn it off and turn it back on, but we're going to go ahead and leave all that stuff on. So let's create a world. The seed is going to be number 1. Since this is our first go at it for real here, we're going to go with number 1. Now, I don't know if we're going to have to start over again once further updates come on down the road. I'm kind of hoping that maybe we won't have to move too much in our world to begin with. And then, oh, caves are not in yet, Gold Dragon says. Okay. Morning, everyone. Howdy from Colorado. Hello, Real Johnny F. Thanks for being here. So I guess caves aren't in here yet. So odds are we'll probably will have to start a new seed once caves are added. Right now, basically, it's the world generation that's in the game. We've got the planting and the vegetation, the different types of trees. We've got water now that is no longer static. It actually moves around. Water is still being worked on according to JIW Games. So that is being done and worked on. But you can see we're missing, I guess we're missing, it says caves, so I'm a little surprised to see that they're not enabled. Maybe we'll bump into something underground, but Gold Dragon's saying the caves are not here. We do have the water, and then, of course, dungeons will be coming in the future, as well as the villains in the game as well. So let's go ahead and load a world. I typed in Seed 1 originally this morning and took a look at it, and I did like it. The game seems to spawn you. I actually loaded several seeds, and the game always seems to spawn you on the shoreline of the ocean, this vast body of water that's sitting out here. So that's pretty cool. So you've got the ocean. Seed 1's got a nice long shoreline here, and then it's got a pine forest right nearby. I really kind of fell in love with that pine forest yesterday when I was testing the game out, and I thought it was really, really cool. It's just a bush. I thought maybe that was a little cherry tree or something there. So let's head over to the pine forest and we'll take a look there. First thing, of course, we're going to do is we'll grab up some hemp and the resources along the way and see what we can do. It was suggested in the comments after that first little look at the game that maybe we do something where we have a cabin in the woods with a mine attached to it so we could do some digging. So the mine is something we'll probably get started on right away. And we're just going to kind of roam around out here a little bit before we go into the pine forest to see what there is. Nice mountain range back there. And the variety of trees is really great. I think there's like 60-some different kinds of trees in the game. And they said the pumpkins are new. I didn't think the pumpkins were new. I thought we had pumpkins before, but apparently they are kind of something new to the game, it says. Maybe cultivating them is something new for the current version of it. Ores are iron, aluminum, I think it was copper, and I think there's one other in there too. But again, it says most of them are now underground. So it used to be that when you looked at a mountainside, you could see the veins sitting in the mountain, just go up and kind of bang on them and get them out. Or you could dig underground and get them that way too. So now it looks like it's going to be kind of underground. You'll be going mining for that stuff. That's why I put it on super high, so we can kind of check that out and get to it hopefully quickly when we do some digging. I'm just going to look for some initial resources above ground here first, and mostly the plants and the food. Not that we need to eat, because food is not really an issue at the moment to keep us alive. There's a creative mode. I tried using F2, but I could not get the character to fly. It's probably something I'm doing wrong when it comes to F2 mode for flying. There's a lot to take in on the Steam page that JIW Games put up to talk about the game and what they've done. It's really beautiful. I love how everything looks. They've done a really good job with it, that's for sure. And what is it, about 2 years we've been waiting for it? So it's fantastic. I mean, everything looks really good. I mean, the difference in the barks and the trees is just fantastic. You got a shaggy bark there. You got some regular bark right there. It's really nicely done. You got the kind of, I did see a couple of like swampy type biomes with real droopy trees that are kind of greenish brown. Not the most attractive biome in the world, but it was kind of pretty. It was interesting to see a different kind of biome. There's like wilderness, and there's plains and meadows and all that good stuff. That's a nice little pass right through there, it looks like. You got the birch trees, which look really nice too. Just looking to see if we could find anything else. Then we're going to go back over to the pine forest there, if you guys don't mind. I'm just going to take a little poke around here to see if we can find anything else growing that we need. I wouldn't mind having a few plants to put in the ground, especially the hemp. We'll get that kind of growing, hopefully, today. We'll get some tools made if we can find some ore to do that and get the tools improved and upgraded for us. Gold Dragon says, I found some aluminum yesterday. I don't recall seeing aluminum on the surface, but it's possible. Lots to take in, you know, lots to see. I love the fact that we've got the big trees and we've got the small trees as well. That's really a nice addition to have that going on in here. Here's some more hemp. We'll grab that up. We were finding carrots in the pine forest, which is over there, and we'll take a look up that way. I'm just making a quick sweep through here, see if there's any resources to gather up food-wise. I noticed that we found quite a few tomatoes. We found some apples yesterday too, so I'm just kind of looking. Like this area right here is pretty good to go through and find a bunch of food items in it, usually. The ferns look really nice, much better than they used to be. Not quite so uniform, if you know what I mean. They've got a little personality. Here's some tomatoes right here. Of course, if we have the sickle, we could cut that and get some seeds, which I guess is something we're going to have to get to anyways, right? I could pick this stuff all I want, but unless I have the sickle, it's not going to do me any good. So I guess I'll stop doing this now that I remember that. So we don't really need food anyways, but yeah, we'll come back with the sickle. Let's go see if we can find a way to get the tools made today. Let's go up on top of this hill here and look over at the pine forest, which is just over yonder there. I did manage to get up on top of a mountain into the snow, and it's got the crunch of the snow under your feet. It looks and feels very cold up there, and you look down and you can see clouds below you, which is pretty cool. I can't wait till the full survival edition is actually available to us. It'll be nice. I put down that I would like to see the animals added as soon as possible, just to give the world a little bit of life to it, you know? That'd be great. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So we're going to head over towards that pine forest there. I was just kind of hoping maybe we'd find some above ground iron ore sitting here along these mountain edges. These fields of flowers are nicely done, the way they come in like that. Yellow areas on the ground is the aluminum, the aluminium. I thought that was just dead grass along the edge. Have you actually dug it up and found it to be aluminum, Gold Dragon? Pick up some of these handstones here. Keep my eyes open for the iron. Like this here, are you saying this is like aluminum possibly right here? That up close is just dead foliage right there. Grasses and stuff like that. All right, we'll run around. If you guys see me run past something that looks like it's an ore, let me know, and we'll grab it. At the moment, nothing really stands out except for those boulders that have the iron veins cutting through them. Here's some more hemp, but again, we'll leave that alone. We'll try to remember where it is. I'm assuming we'll have to start over. I was kind of hoping we could start a world and then just continue on if we didn't have to move very far. So when I was just checking seeds, I thought, well, I'm going to go check seed number 1. What's number 1 look like? And it had that pine forest really close by to where I spawned, so I thought, well, this is good. Then I don't have to travel too far. We could build right there and then, come back to it later. And then explore outwards from there is what I mean. Let's go up on this hill and see if we can find anything up here. It's a pretty gorgeous world to be roaming around in. The views are amazing, as usual. I've always liked the Rising worlds. They always look nice to me. But yeah, there's a nice little pine forest right over here. So I thought maybe we could set up shop somewhere in there and put a little cabin in with a mine near it. It seemed to be what everybody wanted to see was just some kind of a cabin. Somebody said to make, Crystal Lake? Jason Voorhees? Crystal Lake? I don't know if I feel that ambitious. But I wouldn't mind having a little house and a workshop. Along with a mine. This is a cool little area here. All these bushes right here. This is pretty neat. Did I see the hand pop up there? Thought I saw the hand pop up. Yeah, look at all this. Look at all this different foliage in here. They really did a good job of creating different types of areas here. I think it's fantastic. Very immersive. Currently, the only wildlife I hear every now and again is a bird and some bugs chirping, a fly by your ear going by. These slightly dead trees are pretty awesome looking. I don't see any readily available ore. Let's head over to the pine forest and see what we've got in there. We'll just grab up a few more of these hand stones here. This place is just amazing. I mean, these rocks are really good looking. It's got the lichen and stuff on them and everything. It's just, they look really good. Really reminds me of the forest that we just moved away from in our area. There's some carrots. So this has got a nice big flatter kind of area right up here. Water is transportable now. We should be able to bring some water up and set it down, and then which we could do before too, but then have it for drinking purposes. I've not found many ponds and lakes in the seeds that I've pulled up. They're there, they are here, but I just haven't found them. And again, this seed is number 1, just 1. Let's run through here and take a look. We've got plains on the other side of it, looks like too. There's some more carrots. This ground, of course, would not be very good for growing a farm on. Let's check the other side of this pine forest. It's not very big. It's a small one. And then you pop out right here on top of another hillside. And you've got a bit of a water area right down here that leads out to the ocean. Pretty cool. And there's another pine forest over there too. What if we should meander on over that way and take a look at that shoreline right there? That could be a decent spot. Have the pine forest to our backs. I don't know. I like this area here. We've got apple tree right here too, so that would be a good thing. And we've got a big area up here. I would like to build actually in the pine forest though, if at all possible, just to have the trees and rocks around me like that. What do you think? Should we... I don't know if this is going to be a good area to start digging for a mine, though. Usually I dig up inside of a mountain and go down. I'm not quite sure if we're going to have any luck here with the mining. I'm assuming that we would. We do have a hillside here that we could actually dig into down below here by the lake, and eventually you could have a path that led all the way down to the water's edge here. We could do something like that. And then, well, we could even dig in right here too. This might not be a bad spot to kind of dig in right here, go just down and under the ground here. Put the house somewhere up in here on the edge of this forest. What do you think? Any suggestions here? I'll post the full stream, the 2 hours, on YouTube today as well, so that we get feedback from everybody. This is a pretty nice area. I love the sun coming through the trees like that. That looks really nice. We could clear out these trees right here and build a little something right up. Well, we could build something right up here. The mine's not going to be exactly at our doorstep, but it wouldn't be too far away either. So maybe we do something right in here. This is a nice little area. Just looking around. Get rid of that dead bush. Yeah, see, I like the fact that he's got dead pine trees in with the live ones. That makes so much sense. That's exactly what you see in the forest. Exactly. And then the birds have got all kinds of holes, and squirrels and raccoons holes in these trees to live in and call them home. Let's do that right here. We can always put some trees back too. Oh, I could have picked that up. Whoops. Let's see if we can find another one of those. Get a little bit of wood together. That one didn't drop a sprout. I wonder if maybe that was a dead tree and I just didn't notice it. Very good. Okay, that gives us a little clear area here. We got a nice little flower here, bush. We got a little fern over here. I'm going to leave that dead tree alone because it's just, like I said, it's pretty cool that they've got the dead trees in here and they thought about that. Let's go to our tab. And we've got, what do we got? 4 spruce saplings and another 1 spruce sapling here. A different kind. Spruce, forest spruce, and spruce. So there's 2 different kinds of spruce saplings here. E takes us to the crafting menu. What do I need for just the primitive workbench? 8 pieces of log. Let's do 1. And then this workbench is 32 lumber and 4 iron ingot. All right, so the first thing we need is, we'll get this guy right here set up first. Let's go ahead and get that out of our inventory, that out of our inventory. We'll throw that up there as well. And number 3. Okay, so and if I hit, what was that, 3? 3? 3. Put 3 back there. So you got your up key, your down key, arrow key, left and right keys to turn things, right? Mm-hmm. That workbench seems like it's in the ground. So is it I hold shift and hit arrow key up? Page up. Page down. There's the home key. Home key, and that's the end key, flips it. Home key, I don't see anything with that one. Almost seems like I can't pull that up out of the ground, huh? We'll just pop it right there then. Seems very low. Workbench. We need the iron for that, huh? Alright, so there's not much I could do. Can we get this primitive shelter built? 32 sticks. Need some lumber. What was it? We need 32 sticks. There we go. And we get a shelter made. And you're on number 3 as well. Okay, we'll put you right here. All right. And I think that's about all we've got. Is there any way we can do... I wonder what you need to do for workbenches, furnishings, an old chest, 32 lumber. All right. Let's get a chest made so we can put this in. There's a trough. Hopefully that'll be a feeding trough, right? Hopefully a feeding trough down the road. So 32 lumber. How many do I have? 30, huh? Okay, so let's go back in there and do that again. And we'll make a couple extra there as well. Workbenches, furnishings, an old chest, and... oh, I need the workbench for that, huh? All right, so I'm making a bunch of crap I don't need. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can find an area where we can dig down and get a little bit of... Oh, can I make... some torches and some torch holders? Equipment, torch. Make some torches. But where are the torch holders? Flashlight, look at that. Modern workbench into the torch, primitive workbench. All right. So, electricity. Oh, so many cool things coming. Weapons, tools. Are there no torch holders? If you don't cut that dead tree down and falls in your house, yeah, insurance will not cover it. You are right about that. General, where are the torch holders at? Furnishings, tables, ladders, lighting. Here we go. Torch, wall torch. Yeah, see, I need the iron sheets for that one. I thought there are no wooden torch holders. Get this belt. We could do that. Because I'm going to want to have light underground in order to see. Let's get a couple. Well, let's get a couple of those torches made anyways here. Tools. Was it tools? Furnishings? There we go. We'll do that. And let's go to our inventory, number 3. Put you right here. Right in the grass where it can catch fire. It's perfect. All right, we've got that. I've got a couple of torches on me. Let's go see if we can find a spot to dig in. Well, I feel like we're wasting our time here. I feel like we're wasting our time on this. That's a pretty big hole I've dug, and it's down quite a ways. And in terms of stone, it's very little, if any, stone that we're actually getting. We'll dig a little bit further, but yeah, this is all forest floor here, so this is not going to be any good for a mine. All it's going to be is dirt. It's registering as stone. It's so dark, you guys can't see. Let's go see if we can sleep. And the fog is rolled in. Yeah, that's kind of a dud right there. I'm very tempted now to just dig down. Dig straight down. If I could make a bunch of ladders, unfortunately, I was kind of hoping that we could get a little metal together so we could get something started here today, but I don't know. We're not having much luck here. It's just nothing. I was excited about this update. I guess for what it is, I mean, the world generation works really well. It's very nice. It is a lot more natural looking. I will definitely say that it is far more natural looking than it was. And I think that's our forest over there. So where are we at now in F3? We are at Y204. Okay, I'm going to keep the XYZ down there at the bottom of the screen. If you hit F3 twice, it goes away. There's the first F3. Brings up all the information, just like in, Minecraft. And then the second one, at least you have the X, Y, and Z there at the bottom of the screen. We'll hold on to that because, yeah, if those are right, what is it, 60 minus 128 and plus 64, huh? I may not have been deep enough in the ground to have that happen. So we'll forget about the hole we just dug, and maybe we'll get down as far as we can here and try that out. Just dig a hole. We don't have to worry about stamina. We don't have to worry about tool durability, so there's nothing stopping me from digging a hole straight down. Other than the fact that I got to dig my way back out. Which could, take an eternity. Yeah, elevation may have been too high. We found a little bit of coal. Again, that was very promising, so that's not a bad thing. We found a little bit of coal. What if we do, well, hold on. Where was that hole that we were digging over here? Let's see. If we can't find it real quick, I'll just dig a new one. Let's see if we can find camp again. It should be right up in here. Yeah, this pine forest has got me, man. It has got me good. I like this place a lot. This place is beautiful in here. I know someday it's going to have bears and boars and things of that nature in it, but man, I really do like this place. This is really nice in here. Makes me feel cool. Not in, like Fonzie cool. Just comfortable cool. Temperature cool. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to find camp again. It's not like we're really out of anything too much. Oh, there's camp right there. Okay, so the hole we were digging, it was yonder. Well, let's see where we were, and then we're going to dig straight down. We got to go over the edge here. Right over here. No? And we're at 246. Wow, that's going to be a deep, deep, deep dig. Okay. Never mind. We're going to go right over here, and we're going to start digging over here. 207, 197, 187. We could get further down. But we don't have to dig quite so far. What do you think? Like maybe right here? In the mine, we can always dig a tunnel to wherever it is it's at. 160. Let's get this one down to 154. We're going to have to dig a ways, because I just don't see us finding this on the surface. I think we've got to dig. I really do think we need to dig. I kind of wanted to keep us at least close to the pine forest. This has got us up here a little bit ways, but let's... I'm digging straight down. We're going down. If I can get the ground to actually dig. Hey, Shimmy. We're kicking the tires on Rising World here, trying to actually get to some ore. And now we are digging straight down. Not very quickly, though. I'm just curious to see if this eventually turns to solid stone underneath these pine forested areas. Now that's another thing I want to know. Because it needs to do that. It looks like it's starting to. Here. It's going to be dark, you guys. Sorry about that. Science. We're testing. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. There we go, look at this. We found something here. Okay. Let me get my torch out so you guys can see. Oh, number 4. Okay, so we've got something here. Did we pick anything up? Not yet. Let's go ahead and try this out. I think this is copper. That says iron on it. And we're at 119 here. Timmy's fallen down in the well. Can I get a rope, please? So 119, we found some iron. How much do we actually pick up? 15 iron off of that deposit right there. Okay, so that's a good thing, right? We found some iron, so maybe I just didn't dig far enough down in the last time we were doing this. Let's keep going. It wasn't like a huge node, like I remember we used to find just huge veins of it. It was a pretty small deposit. I think what bothers me about this right here is, and maybe it shouldn't, because, I don't know, when you dig underground like this, are you going to run into, this is the biome all the way down in here, the pine forest. I guess you would find dirt mixed in with the stone all the way down. I guess you would, right? Holy crap, we are down here a long ways. I don't even know if I can get out of this. Yeah, we'll be able to get out of here. No worries. We'll chisel our way back out. So we found a little bit of ore down here. Enough to kind of get us started, maybe. I guess I should have brought a workbench down here and just made a bunch of ladders, huh? So it is possible to find it. I can't remember what exactly we started off at. Let's go down to just an even 100. And then we'll work our way out of here. Now I'm wondering if it, what did you say it was, was it, plus 64? Ox Blockhead, hello. Let me turn my torch on so you guys can see. How am I going to get out? I'm going to miracle myself out of here is what I'm going to do. We should, the game's always been a pretty good Mountain Goaty game. You should be able to do a little bit of jump here and there to get out. Ah. Or we will have to just do a little something like this, possibly. I don't think I can actually change this into, oh, allow fly mode right there, on. What the heck? Allow fly mode survival, on. Oh, save, here we go. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get out of there. There we go. Okay, so there you go. Now we know how to do the fly mode on here. So F2, blop. There, plop us down. You just have to turn it on. This is, it was interesting. We did find the ore down there, which is a good sign. I'm happy about that. There's ore underground. You just have to do some digging to get to it. So that confirms that for me. And the lighting in here with this is pretty cool. This is a good little test too, just the lighting of the torch in the forest here. I like it. I'm thinking about F2 and a little bit more here. Oh. Give me that. Give me that. Just to give us a look at the world. It's so dark though. Where would our... There's our campsite, dead ahead. I know we're flying. It's cheaty, but we're really at the very beginning of the next version of Rising World. I don't really feel like anything is cheating at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, Radio was cheating. He's flying. I don't know. It's still missing so much. The world generation, as I've mentioned, is fantastic. It really looks good. I love what they've done. This looks so real to me right here. I lived in this atmosphere for so many years. This pine forest is fantastic. They really have captured this. The world generation is working fantastic, I think. It looks really, really good. All their trees, all the foliage, the flowers, the rocks, all of it looks really great. And it definitely is extremely immersive. Standing here, just looking around, you can see the purple flowers, the different kinds of trees. Again, I love the fact that they've got dead trees in with the live trees. The sky is amazing. I mean, that is really well done. The breeze in here. I remember the first time they released their video, the kind of the test world you could go into there for a while, for like the last year and a half now, and the wind was super loud. Now it seems like it's at a really nice, even keel. The campfire. I mean, look at the shadow effects. Do you see the shadows and stuff on here? It looks really good. The grass, the way it moves, everything. The ferns are moving. When it rains, the ground gets little puddles and stuff in it. Incredible. It's just incredible. So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's it going to look like when we've got the pigs and the sheep and the horses and all that stuff roaming around? It's going to look amazing. And I imagine those models are going to be updated as well and look pretty spectacular. No, we lived in Arizona. If you go to the northern part of the state, there is a ponderosa pine forest. I think it's like the largest one in the world. We lived in a pine forested area in a community there called Mountain Air. And just wherever you looked, this is what was around you was all these pine trees and stuff. And the ground looked just like this. We'd go camping nearby our house and stuff like that, and it was just like this very much. You know, pine trees, not much grows underneath them. It's very specific things that do grow. So they've captured the environment where there's so much they're so acidic that grass has a hard time growing around them. So I just thought it was really impressive how they had put this together. Is there anything else we should really test on this? Because I won't use this particular world we're doing today. This is going to be episode 1. We're kind of testing things out. We did find ore underground at about level, what was around 100? I'd have to look back, but it seems like about level 100. The tables seem to be a bit short. I don't know if maybe I need to raise it up out of the ground, but they seem a little short. How do you go faster? I never use creative mode, so I am like ignorant to this stuff. We'll just head off in a direction here. I thought shift key would make me go faster, but it doesn't. Control brings me back down. W is forward, of course. D and A. Ah, okay. Shift and then the mouse wheel. Okay. Oh, very good. Okay, so if I scroll with the mouse wheel, okay, forward, it speeds it up. Let's go take a look at some snow. Those of you who maybe have not made up to the mountain tops, let's spend a little time doing this. We've fooled around inside a cave for a very long time, and those of you watching on YouTube later, I don't know that I'm going to leave all of that in because it was quite a mess. But listen to that. Huh? Pretty sweet. Pretty crunchy. Pretty crunchy. And just the clouds alone are pretty impressive. Nice big pine forest over here. Maybe I'll pick a different seed too, just so we don't know where everything is on the seed that I'm going to build on and stuff. I just don't know if it's worth getting attached to a seed at the moment with the fact that there is still so much more to come to the game. You know, maybe we should have F3 up too. If we have F3 up, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if the desert's in here. I've seen something that looks kind of swampy, and we've got plenty of these pine forested areas. And I did find an area that almost looked like it was swamp. Does it show me which... I guess the X is going back down. It doesn't give you the name of the biome. Biomass is not available, so that's not quite finished yet. But I did notice there's a temperature listed on here. This is a cool mountain peak right up here. Look at these mountains. So we've got mountains, we've got plains, we've got valleys, we've got the pine forest, we've got a wilderness area, which is kind of what I noticed was a plains with trees and stuff in it. Like a plains with heavy trees in it. And then you've got the plains or the meadows is what they're calling it, I think. Do you guys happen to know, since we've been doing this, Boo Baker Brown, hello. Worst thing in the world, snow crunching beneath one's feet. It's weird to me. Don't get much snow in Texas. Lived in Germany, walked on snow all the time. Yeah, we lived up in the Flagstaff area of Arizona. We get like 120 inches of snow each winter. And yeah, this is the first winter I'm not going to have to be crunching in any snow. So I'm kind of happy about that. Look at this Yodel-Lehi Hoo up here, huh? Holy moly. So here you got a mountaintop biome. This is pretty cool looking, huh? You got like major stone here. Huge mountaintop. It's just hard to see. Another pine forest. I'm assuming that the pine forest will still be the boars and the bears, and we had, what, moose in there, deer, stuff like that. We had all those things in there. Yeah, it looks like it's a lot of different islands for sure. That seems to be what their theme was going to be. And I guess back when we played the Java version, you did have to travel a distance to go find, say, the elephants. What was that? What biome was that? The elephants and things. Oh, okay, so here's something different. Here's a bunch of dead trees. Okay, so this has got to be a little bit of a biome here too. I wonder what this one's going to be called. It's almost like either a disease hit this area and killed off the trees, or there was a small fire, lightning strike or something that burned all of these. The grass is all dead. Kind of creepy, huh? Kind of a haunted look to it. What's in here? Do we have any specialty plants that we aren't going to find anywhere else? We got the dead shrubs, which is pretty cool. Now I'm wondering if red maple. Huh. An old apple tree. Oh, I can't pick that apple off this tree. What if I chop it down? Hitting F was doing nothing, just so you know. Piece of log apple tree, yeah. Didn't drop a sapling or anything, which of course I don't know why it would, because it was looking pretty dead. But this biome looks really devastated. That's pretty cool. A little chunk of death in here. It's just me. That's just the grass looked really bright there. Here's a nice mountainside. Do we see any ores showing up on the mountainside? I don't think it's going to be like that anymore. That's what made ore hunting kind of fun in the original version. It was that you would see deposits on the mountainsides, but these mountains look much better than they did. A lot of that smoothness is gone from them. They are super tall, though. Major tall mountains. Now, if I fly out over the ocean, am I going to run into another chunk of land over here? Let's see. I have planted saplings, yeah. We came in and tested the vegetation out too when they did the vegetation update and planted a little bit of a farm and all that good stuff. It was just hard to keep anybody interested because it wasn't ready. So I'm kind of curious, just how far can we travel across the ocean here? Okay, here we go. So you may have to travel across the ocean to find the island of your dreams, right? Very, very Minecrafty, huh? It's like Minecraft real. So here's sand. We do have sand. Can I mine sand? Let's try mining sand. It just gives you stone at the moment, but that is definitely sand. Look at the beautiful flowers in here. And we've got another area of death. Another dead zone here on this island. I'm curious to what this dead zone is going to be eventually. Are we going to find some kind of weird creatures living in here? You know, something evil existing in this area? Maybe a cave hole that goes down, and the reason this area is dead is because some nasty creature is living beneath it and has contaminated the soil. Imagination run wild. Yeah, well, yeah, the dead biomes. It could be just as simple as that, too. It's just a biome that's dead. But here's an island that's really not all that big, is it? So maybe we will have to travel a great distance to find some of the biomes. What was the? It had the acacia tree. The savanna. Was it the savanna? In the Java version where you'd find the lions and the tigers and all that stuff, I think it was savanna. Argonaut saying he didn't like the fact there was a lack of variety in the original Java version of the world. I always thought it was, I don't know. I always liked it. I thought it was okay. This is beautiful up here. This mountaintop is fantastic. It looks really nice. Some big mountains. So it looks like each of the islands kind of has some of this going on, but you don't find any like low level areas where there's snow. The snow seems to be up on the mountain peaks. We've got another chunk of area that's dead down here with the dead trees. I wonder what that is going to mean. But that's got to mean something down the road, right? I would think. We'll fly around for a little bit longer here and see what there is to see. Let's head out over the ocean again. Let's go see if we can find another island. So far, no desert. We do see some sand here and there, but it's not a desert like it was requested, so we'll see. I don't know if all the biomes are in the game yet. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to actually start something on this, because I know there's just so much more coming to it. Animals, biomes, not the biomes so much as I'm kind of hoping to have the animals here soon. I really enjoyed having the animals. They did say that the updates are becoming a little bit faster now that they've got this, you know, this big chunk here done, this part. Thought maybe this was ore sitting here on the surface, but that is not ore. Yeah, I've not seen any surface ores. Anybody else here in the stream ever see surface ores and actually go up and mine them, where you see them on the side of a mountain? Because I don't think I've seen that yet. It was said that I passed some up earlier on yesterday's episode we recorded, but well, what's this here? Hold on. Aha! Okay. There's some iron right there. Okay. Wow, you'd have to really have a good eye to see that, huh? Yeah, there's a little bit right there. And that is, let's F2 here. Let's not float anymore. What is this? That's iron. Next to something else here as well. A little bit of coal right next to it. That's interesting. Okay, so surface irons are still available, but a rarity, it looks like. Okay. Not that we've looked really, really well for these things either. I was skeptical of that, as you could tell. Just kind of curious as to how much a deposit like this is going to give us. Sometimes you'd find those deposits that were just massive in the Java version. I doubt that's going to give me a piece of this here. There we go. How much we pick up off of that? 25 iron. That's not too shabby, right? The tungsten was already in, but 25 iron. Coal was not as good. But we did find a surface ore there. That is really okay. That makes me happy. A little bit of it here and there isn't such a bad idea. Oh, there's another one right here, too. Okay, so looking a little bit better now. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just inexperienced with the whole creative mode thing. I didn't get anything from that because I'm flying here. So there you go. You know what? Here's a good question for you. Okay, you see it. It's actually all over this one here. Getting to it could be a bit of a challenge, though, huh? Which is kind of cool to think about. I guess you could dig down the front. We've got more right there too. And what level are we at here? 367. 367 for an elevation. This is the first mountain we've actually looked at closely enough to actually see some. I'm pretty sure we probably passed quite a few that actually had a little bit in it. By not having the surface ores so readily available, I think it's going to make us, it'll definitely slow down the initial progression of the game at the beginning there. Which doesn't bother me. I'm more than happy to dig a mine to go find the ore. That's fine. Anything in the lower areas here? Because it used to be that the riverbanks and stuff were a really good place to go find ores. The creeks and stuff like that in the game. Let's go check this tall mountain over here. This is a pretty little area here with this bay. Look at the way the water comes across here like that. I like that. That looks really nice. You've got a really deep channel in the middle here, but then, yeah, that is awesome looking. Oh, look at that. Even in the fly mode, I guess I'm still in survival, aren't I? You guys going to play right now, or are you waiting for the more content to come with the game? I know they had done a question earlier. There's some more right there. Iron right there. Surface iron. Gold Dragon wants a metal detector and a volcano biome. And he's waiting. I was going to jump in, but I'm not sure now. Just because there's so much. This is really pretty here, too. Look at the way the water comes through. I really like the water. Look at the way the light shines off of it. That's really nice. It's done fantastic. If they keep going in this direction, they've really got just a great look to it. Let's fly a little bit more over this way. So we did get some... there's some surface iron without having to dig down. I'm wondering now where we started if there would be iron on those mountainsides. Let's head on out here. I don't mind the fact that there's these big ocean areas too. I hope eventually someday down the road the water has a little more, something going on with it. I know that I think they talked about fishing, but is there going to be things in the water that, I think they had some plants, right? And there were some ruins that were in the water before in the Java. Find the star location. It's just seed 1. I would just start over and go back there. I don't know. Does the game start you at 0-0? I'm not sure if it does or not. I'm just looking to see, okay, so this is sort of, it's a mountain, but it's a pretty small mountain. I'm just wondering if it's going to be those super tall ones that have the ores showing up on them, or are we going to be experiencing that with some of these, shorter hilly ones here? And then I want to check another big one since we just flew across the sea there. Do we see any ore on these guys here? Generation's fast. It's quick. It's not laggy at all. I'm not having any lag issues. Oh. No, that brown sometimes tricks me, but the iron has got a definite look to it. Definite sheen to that. What's this up here? Okay, here we are again. Here's some more right up in here. So, okay, I take it back. The surface ores are still available. They're just... You're right, they're just not as readily available. But they are there. It just takes you some time to track them down. Hopefully this is helpful. I know this is not probably very exciting to watch, but I'm excited with the fact that the game is coming back now. I've always enjoyed Rising. If you need a relaxing thing to do, Rising World was always just a great place to come in and relax. And well, geez, I just threw something. I just threw my axe. Just threw my primitive axe away. Idiot. It's all right. We don't need it. Hit Q. Oops. Is this ore here too? Yeah, there's some more right there. So yeah, they've got the iron out, which is great, you know. That's nice for when you're starting out. If you go find a mountain range and you could get a few little nodes like that just to kind of get a couple of workbenches going. That's pretty handy. I like that idea. Now the rocks, we found rocks yesterday. Here's another burned out place here too. Look at this. This, you know what this looks like? This looks like an avalanche just ran through here and killed everything in its path. That's what it looks like here. That is pretty awesome looking. I got to say, that's pretty neat. What was I saying? Anyways, it just looks... I'm excited with the fact that the game's coming back. It's always been one of the games I played to just relax and enjoy. And then the building is just so intricate and so detailed that it's just superb. It is really superb. I'm a little disappointed I don't hear music. I've always liked the music, too. Where's the music at? Master volume. I don't know why I have the master volume yet. There we go. We were going up in numbers, right? Let's fly across another ocean and see. That is a really beautiful mountain range there with that snow on top, with that dead area right there, and that little crotch of the mountain is just fantastic. You know, the rendering, pretty dang good, and again, not laggy, not having any lag issues today. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I hate the XYZ. I suck at XYZ. I do. What the heck? Still needs a volcano. Maybe someday there'll be a volcano, or you could build your own volcano. Are all the plants back in? I thought all the crops are back in. What do we have here? This is something different we've not seen yet. Oh, this is interesting. What is this? Just kind of a, yeah, what? There we go. This is a pretty cool little spot. I wonder what this is supposed to be right here. Huh. Interesting, huh? I don't even know in the real world what would this be. What would this represent right here? I'm not quite sure. Maybe a flood or something came through here and deposited a bunch of sediment and stone. I'm not sure what this would represent right here. Mars movie, yeah. It looks very unique. Huh, that's interesting. All right. There's something we hadn't seen yet. Just kind of a rock thing. So profound. Yes, the rock thing. Is the water deep? Oh, okay. We do have plants in the water. What the hell, radio? Sissy. You're such a crybaby. I love these lavender fields. I do remember the fields of the big yellow flowers in the Java edition where they just go on forever. You know what else I like? I think is really nice about this version too is that the grass is not almost as tall as you. It's down at a reasonable level. And I also like the fact that when I recorded yesterday and I watched it back, it doesn't have that constant blur effect of it rendering and de-rendering. De-rendering? I don't know. Rendering and unrendering. Rendering? Whatever. You know what I mean. It was nice to see that. This is the other one I was talking about right here. Kind of the... it's got that pine forest look to it, but it almost makes me feel like it's a little swampy. you get these big willow trees that droop over the edges and stuff like that. This is what I was kind of looking at as far as like a swampy type area. I felt like this had a swamp feel to it almost. The ground's kind of mucky. Doesn't look like it really grows very well there. Maybe a lot of clay in the soil. Here's another. Here's a big chunk of it right here, almost like a swamp. And again, unfortunately, there doesn't show biome. It's not available, so we can't really see. I'm looking to see if maybe it says it's someplace else on here, but I don't see that. Biome's the third line down there. Weather's default. Yeah. Temperature 22. Doesn't really say much up there. But this island has a bunch of this on it. This sort of swampy feel to it. So if you're looking for something murky, there you go. And the inlets are nice as well, you know. I mean, you could easily build, well, not easily, but you could have fun building. That's the whole idea behind games, right? Is if you were to do something right here, you could dig into the side of that mountain and put something massive right in here, and you'd have this beautiful exit out to the ocean here, which would be kind of cool, you know, right into the side of the mountain. It'd be fun. Really, it's up to your imagination, right? And that's what we love about it. It's up to your imagination to do whatever you want to do. Ganji Gamer says found a real patch, had all dead trees, really swampy area. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what that reminds me of right there. Just the earth doesn't sustain things well. Trees that really enjoy rain. The clouds are just beautiful, right? I mean, look at that. That is just amazing. Whoosh, like Superman. Get up here in the clouds. It's really beautiful. Really, really well done. I guess we knew that was going to be the case, though, right? GIW, their game always looks really good. I enjoyed the Java version a lot. Okay, here's some more of the surface iron. We've not seen any other surface ores, so let me know in the comments to you guys if while you're playing, if you find other surface ores. We found tungsten, coal, and iron today. So, and I know it said that there was aluminum as well, or aluminium, depending on how you say it, where you're from. So apparently that's in here too, because I think some of the recipes that you make actually call for it. The tape measure is new, so you can measure what it is you're going to build, I guess. I don't know that I'll ever use the tape measure. Maybe I'll try it out and see what it's like, but I personally like to eyeball stuff myself. All the little bushes and trees and flowers and everything like that. I mean, one of these right here, this would be, now look at this right here. Look at this mountain. It's really got some personality. If you put your castle up top here, you could do this winding path that comes down here, you know, around the corner, down through here, and zigzag it back and forth all the way down to the water's edge, and then you could build yourself your Viking shipyard down here or something like that along the edge of this, you know? How cool would that be? Or right here, you do something. You got this nice inlet to the ocean. Really, just lets your imagination go crazy, I think. These spires are just amazingly straight up and down. Really incredible. Like something took claws and just dug into the hillside, you know, and ripped chunks of the stone away. Very cool. No desert yet, though, guys. Maybe that's not in here yet. More swamp over here. Well, what I'm calling swamp, I don't know if that's what it actually is. It just kind of has that swampy look because it has a bunch of those the willow trees in it, which I love. I love their willow tree. It's very nice. Oh, I'm glad I decided to fly. I'm glad you guys were like, you could fly. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. And boom. Here we are. Okay, and here's another place that would be fun to build too, where you've got your structure here, and you've got an access out that direction, and you have an access out in that direction there. It's always a nice kind of a build place to go to too. You got a little bit of a sandy shoreline here, but I mean, look at this biome here is lots of swamp. Again, that's what I'm calling it. I don't know if that's what that is. These beautiful mountainsides all over the place. Just awesome. This one's even got a really nice sandbar here at this area, which is pretty cool. The seed again was just number one, just the number one. A little bit of sand on the beach here. A little bit of pine forest over there and over there on the islands here. But again, these smaller mountains, I've not been able to find any iron nodes on these guys here. Doesn't mean they don't exist. So again, if you find them like that, let me know. But it does have a chunk of that dead forest in here. Just some dead forest. There's a fly in my ear. A little more sand right there. Huh. Crazy. All right, well, let me know. Do you think I should do a series on this? Should we get started on something? Or is it kind of a waste of time? Should we wait until we get some animals involved in the game? And a little more development in here? We've kind of looked at it, and it is just, wow. It's incredible. I feel like I need to do something just to show support to GIW, Red 51, and everybody for the work they've put into it so far. Because it looks really great. And again, it's always been one of my favorite games to play. This is a cool mountain with just this small snowy peak up here. Huh. There's the moon. All right. That's going to wrap it up. Yeah, give me your feedback. I'd appreciate it very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we had some dark moments there. Deep, deep, deep in the ground, but I've had a good time just exploring the game and taking a look at all the different things, especially just flying around recently, looking at all this stuff. It's really great. Yeah, walking in the snow does sound cool. I'm glad you guys can hear that. I wanted the... you got to have that. That's the immersion, right? Am I leaving footprints? I am leaving footprints. Do they fade away? If they do fade away, it takes them a while to do it. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. I am excited the fact that Rising World has the new Unity version out. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.